Hello. Hello. My name is Stephanie, and this is the very first episode of, what did I say the name of this was? Beers, Books, and Bargains. I drink beer. I talk about books. And I also talk about bargains that I've gotten either at Goodwill or yard sales around and about town. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so I went to the Goodwill today to drop off some books that I didn't want anymore and some clothes and stuff. And I've been trying to tell myself not to buy more books or more clothes or anything like that because I don't need it. I don't really need anything, but that didn't happen because I am who I am. So I will start off by showing you all what I picked up from the Goodwill, book-wise first. I bought Fight Club by Chuck Palahniuk. I haven't obviously read this one yet, but I did read his book, Invisible Monsters, and I really loved that one. And also I've seen this movie, so it's good. I know it's good, so it's gonna be good. And every book at Goodwill is like, I think paperbacks are $2 and hardcovers are like $3. So, you know, everything is a bargain. I got Cat Person by Kristen Rupinian, and Other Stories. So it's a short story collection. I don't usually read short stories. I have never actually read a short story collection or finished. Okay, well that's not true. I read Vampires in the Lemon Grove, and that was a good short story collection. But I think the reason that I don't is just because I like my stories to kind of have a nice complete ending, and short stories almost never do. But I'm a big cat person. So Cat Person. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Oh, speaking of cats, I'm gonna skip out of order and go ahead and show you one of the things that I got that's not a book. Oh, it's so cool. It says, "We don't want you to smoke." And at the bottom it says, "Your furry friends don't want you to smoke. Your long association doesn't want you to smoke. That's why this poster was created. We placed it here because we don't want you to smoke. Especially here." And I don't know if you can see, but their whiskers are like multicolored and beautiful. And I have a cat, Marie, around here somewhere. You might see her at some point. But I was just really excited to see this, and it made me laugh and it made me smile, so why not? Also, it was only $4.99, so you can't beat that. I got these two. I thought about not getting, but because it was so strange to find two clown/circus books, not together, but like on two different aisles at the Goodwill, I found two clown circus related books, and I just thought, you know, must happen. This one's called The Ordinary Acrobat. It's about just a guy who decides he wants to start being with the circus, and he after he saw the circus one time, he would go like 3 times a week and just like look at all these circus people, and then he joins like a school for circus performers. So I probably won't get around to this one like anytime soon. It's not pressing on me, but it went well with the other one that I got, City of Clowns. The Ordinary Acrobat is by Duncan Wall, and then City of Clowns is Daniel Alarcon and Sheila Alvarado. It's like a graphic novel comic book, and I thought that it would be cool to read. I think it's about this guy's dad who's like, what did it say? Okay, Oscar Chino Uribe is a young Peruvian journalist for a tabloid newspaper. After the recent death of his philandering father, he must confront the idea of his father's other family and how much of his own identity has been shaped by his father's questionable decisions. At the same time, he begins to chronicle the life of street clowns, melancholy characters who populate the violent and corrupt city streets of Lima. and is drawn into their haunting, fantastical world. This story, with its bold visual language, was included in Daniel acclaimed collection. In his collaboration with the artist Sheila Alvarado, it takes on a new thrilling form as a stunning graphic novel. It's a graphic novel, not a comic. With short punches of action and stark contrast between light and dark. The art perfectly corresponds to the tone of Chino's story, to the contrast between truth and fiction, death and life, love and obsession. So yeah, 2 clown books. Yes. And then the other thing that I got, what did I get? It's a Marie. It's a Marie. You want to say hello? Meow. Kitty kitty. Okay. The other ones that I got were And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie. I've never read any Agatha Christie. I'm not like a huge mystery person, but I'm trying to expand and read more things that I wouldn't normally pick up, hence the clown books and hence the mysteries. Obviously, Agatha Christie is amazing. She's like the top seller of books ever, or in the world at now. So hopefully this will live up to the hype. I'm sure it will. This one is A Scanner Darkly by Philip K. Dick. I've already read this, but it was a copy of it was a friend's copy, so it wasn't mine. And I have 2 of his books with this spine on it, and I wanted to get the matching one because I didn't own this one of his. Yes. So I've already read this one, so I'm probably not going to read it again anytime soon, but I loved it when I read it. Very kind of spooky and creepy, and it's kind of weird to think about like spying on yourself and how we kind of do that anyway, just in our everyday, like everything that we do. We're the only ones that know everything about us. And to kind of have that split up into him not being able to know who he is because he's looking at himself. I don't know. It was good. It confused me. I probably should read it again. I got Celevision by Augustin Burroughs, and funny that this book should be in the Goodwill because I just read his memoir Lust and Wonder, and he talks about Celevision and like how he started writing. I think this one was his first book to be published. Was this one, I think. Even if it wasn't the first one to be published, it was the first one that he wrote. So there's that. But in his book, Lust and Wonder, he talks about how when he was going through like a really depressive episode, he would just watch hours and hours of infomercials, basically. And then he wrote this book, Celevision, which is apparently darkly funny and gleefully mean-spirited. Celevision explores greed, obsession, and third-tier celebrity in the world of a fictional home shopping network. Yeah, I think that'll be really good. And I love his movie, Running with Scissors. It's one of my favorite movies. I think it's hilarious and sad. I quote it constantly. This is my masturbatory. I've been wanting, so I read The Secret History by Donna Tartt, and I've been wanting to get The Goldfinch, but I knew in my heart that I could get it at a Goodwill for $3 rather than pay $20 or $26 if I was a Canadian to get this book. So I waited and waited until I found it. And you know what's funny is before I'd read Donna Tartt, I'd seen The Goldfinch in plenty of Goodwills, in plenty of like thrift stores, and never picked it up because I was like, what a chunk of a book. Like, I'm not going to read all that. But this year I've just been like really into reading, and so I'm not so scared of big old books no more. And I loved The Secret History. I have now The Goldfinch, and I also have her other one, The Little Friend. I didn't want to read them all back to back. I kind of wanted to separate them, and I just read The Secret History this year, so I might read one of the other of those two, like, I'll read maybe one towards the end of the year. Maybe it'll be like my last book. I might do that. And the last, the last and the least, honestly, because I wasn't really sure if I wanted to get this one, and I put back two other books that I was going to get that I just was like, you gotta stop. But I think I heard someone talk about this one on either like a podcast or something. Maybe it was YouTube. But it's called Evicted by Matthew Desmond, Poverty and Profit in the American City. And it's basically about these, like, I think it's 8 families. It's about a couple of families that live in Milwaukee and how they struggle to pay rent and to live and to support their families, and how landlords, it sucks because I'm sure that they don't, well, not all of them, but I'm sure some of them don't want to be mean, but they also have to make a living. I'm not sure what this will be about, like if it's about mean landlords or nice landlords, or maybe a little bit of both. But I'm excited to get into this. I don't do a lot of nonfiction until this year. Like I said, I'm expanding horizons. So I've been trying to read a little bit more nonfiction, just to kind of sprinkle it in amongst my fiction. And it's been going well. Nonfiction, that's not so bad, you know? I actually find that it kind of goes faster than fiction sometimes. Like, I can fly through a 300-page nonfiction book, but fiction, I don't know if maybe because I'm trying to, like, play it out in my head like a movie or something, that it, like, sometimes takes me a bit longer to read through it. But yeah, so we'll see. We'll give it a try. Maybe one day. I've got so many books I don't know what to do with, and I can't stop. I'm gonna drink some of this. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so I'm currently reading Crying in H Mart by Michelle Zauner, who is the singer in the band Japanese Breakfast. I listened to Japanese Breakfast before I knew she had a book, which makes me happy, because don't you love it when, like, you find things out kind of before everybody knows about it? Everybody likes that feeling. Don't pretend that you don't. Crying in H Mart is actually a funny story. So I saw this tag on Instagram, and it was like book covers made into outfits or something like that. So today, the first edition of me dressing up as book cover, Crying in H Mart. You can see I have the noodle hat that my sister got me for Christmas a couple years ago. Red flannel, and I got some Converses that I painted myself for my Halloween costume this year, but that just happened to go so perfectly, sorry again, with this outfit. So, Crying in H Mart has been really good. Let me see, what do I say? It's sad. It's sad to watch someone go through that and to just kind of dissipate in front of your eyes. I've never, like, known anyone close to me that had cancer, but my great-grandmother did have Alzheimer's, and it was tough to watch her kind of just forget everything. But sometimes it was, like, she was still great. She's a great lady. But it was tough to see, like, her decline. She used to, like, watch us when we were kids, and then she moved in with my grandma because she couldn't stay on her own anymore, and then, you know, anyway, all that good stuff. So it is kind of a sad book. It's kind of hard to get through, and I think that's why it's been taking me a bit longer than I feel like it normally would to go through something like this. It is a memoir about, I don't know if I even said that, it's about her mom who has cancer and she's dying, basically, and then her mom dies, which I actually just got to that part. Her mom just died, so the last little half of the book, I'm assuming is going to be about dealing with grief, which is good. I'm interested to see how she deals with grief. It's been a while since someone close to me has passed away, but I just remember, like, when my papa passed away, being incredibly cryy, and I don't know, just kind of really throws you off, like, when someone that's supposed to be around forever is not, you know? But anyway, that's that. And the music in the background is Japanese Breakfast. I like things to all come together at the end, so that's why. This was obviously my first video. Oh, I forgot one more thing. I forgot a bunch of things. Okay, So, other than the books, I did get some other items from the Goodwill. This dress just speaks to me on so many levels. It kind of reminds me of the 13 going on 30, that dress that she wears. She's like, I got these incredible boobs to fill it out. But without the little spot right there. But I love these colors. Very festive. It will be perfect for Bonnaroo. I'm excited to wear it. I might even do a little try on thing here in a minute. We'll see. So there's that. I got a new bathing suit top with bottoms. All of my bathing suits are black. I don't think I've ever, since my adult life, worn a bathing suit that wasn't just black. I don't know why. I don't know why. The bottoms. I got some Adidas joggers. Yes, very nice, very nice. These look quite comfy. And I've been needing some good windbreakers. I don't own any, so now I do. And I got a little sports bra to go with it. And Goodwills don't provide bags anymore, so I had to get a basket to put all my stuff in, which is fine. Good. No plastic bags. I don't give a shit. But I'm thinking about putting my blankets in this. I think that'll be nice for the living room. A nice touch. Okay, well, I think that's all. That's everything. And we're set for the road. Bye.
Feast for 40 of her body, then slept on the ground till the flower grew out.